to 1985 when Mario Brothers had its first debut of success and start of the greatest Nintendo franchise besides Zelda and Donkey Kong and Metroid. Well, what can you say about this game? It's amazing. I'm playing it right now on my virtual console, and man, am I excited to review this game. So, what do you think? I mean, what do I think of this game? It's awesome, right? So, with the success of this game, there came the sequel. Sequel. Which sequel? Yeah, this sequel. Mario Brothers 2. It looks just like the first game. Yeah. So, with every Mario game, with every Nintendo game, yeah, they were always released in Japan before they were released in the United States. So, this is how it always worked. Japan had their own version of the NES called the Famicom. We had the NES, aka Nintendo Entertainment System. Japan had the Super Famicom. The United States had the Super NES, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So, when every game was released in Japan, it was usually ported over here. But not this one, not Super Mario Brothers 2. I wonder why, right? I mean, you just wonder why this game was never released over here. Let's check it out. It looks a lot like the first one. I don't see what the problem is with this game. Yeah. First problem is, you can't select two players. Like the first one, you get a choice between Mario and Luigi. So, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Well, a little bit different. You know, it's got the simple level design, Koopas, Goombas, beetle things with hard shells that you can't kill when you stomp on them, piranha plants, King Bowser, you know, the basic Mario plot. And piranha plants that go faster, high wind that can kill you and cause treacherous traps, poison mushrooms that look just like the original mushroom. I mean, level designs that are so much harder when you get towards the end, warps that bring you in reverse. Holy shit, this game is impossible! How am I supposed to beat this? Now when I mean impossible, that's hypothetical. But it's not too far off from impossible. I mean, now I know why this game was never released outside of Japan. Because it's so damn hard. God. I mean, to be honest, whenever I beat this game, the first time we actually got this game was on Super Mario All-Stars. And I was just lucky I ever beat this point. Because unlike the first Super Mario Brothers, you can't die, get game over, and then continue in this exact stage that you died in. You know, you can't just get unlimited chances to beat that level. Yeah, in this version on the Virtual Console, which is actually the original, once you die, in this level per se, I mean, look at this shit. I'm in Sky World, the Lakitus, look at all this. I mean, you get barely enough mushrooms, you get absolutely limited amount of checkpoints, and if you die and get game over, that's it. You start at the first stage of this 8th world. It's so damn hard. I mean, simply, I can't beat it. It's a challenge I know most people can take, but I simply can't stand it. It's so frustrating, and it's like, I can't do it. So, what happened with this game? Yeah, the United States thought that most people would be able to play this game and actually beat it without being frustrated and pissed off, so they decided not to release it here. So what do we get instead? Super Mario Brothers 2, aka Mario Brothers USA. This was Mario Brothers USA. Looks familiar, right? Now, if you haven't played Doki Doki Panic, this is Mario Brothers put into that game. It's basically the same thing, only they put the Mario Brothers in there as the characters. Same sound effects, most of the game is pretty much the same thing. So, I didn't hate this game despite the criticism it was getting, but most people hated it because it wasn't Mario. Well, big whoop, I don't care. I mean, I don't care what all these game reviewers saying. You know, it's the black sheep of this series, but it does to this series, just like Zelda 2 did for the Zelda series, even though I never really liked that game too much. But you know what? It brings enough justice to Mario Brothers as much as any other games in the series. And you know what? It's pretty challenging at most parts, even though you don't have as many mushrooms. You know what? It's unique in its own style. And you know what? I like it. I like it a lot more than this version of Mario 2. It doesn't piss me off as much, and you know what? It's a highlight of my childhood. I simply could never forget all the bosses in this game are not Mario Brothers characters, but look, they had such a cultural impact in the Mario series. So, it creates a huge gaping hole in the whole Mario Brothers series if we didn't have these characters, like the Birdo, the Shy Guys. I mean, come on. We all love these characters, and I grew up on them as a kid. And they're all in the future Mario games. So, you know what? Screw Mario 2 The Lost Levels. I can beat it when I feel like it, but I'm just not feeling up to it. So, that just does it. I can't beat it, so I'm wussing out.